What's up, y'all? It's Lisa over here for Lisa Lesson. We have Raul Castillo. Say hi.
Hi.
How you doing? All right. So, all right, let's get to it. What has been on your mind lately?
I'm excited about it being summer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited about being in New York City in the summer.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what's on my mind right now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we were talking earlier about how when you were back in high school, how it was a little difficult because they would always put up like basically white shows. How's that experience, and how has that made you stronger for what you do now?
I know that I guess it was sort of dissatisfying that people and sort of the establishment weren't making more of an effort to do plays. Well, the theater that was going on down there, as far as like on a collegiate level and a high school level, like it was mostly contemporary or classic white writers, American writers mostly. The Neil Simons of the world, and that was. I remember thinking and kind of forming the opinion at the time that it was sort of a disservice to the Latino population, and because where I grew up is largely Mexican American. So it was always I was always a little miffed by that. But I think now things are different, and I think there's a lot more interesting work being done down there, and the kids like down there now are like, and the work that's being presented, the plays that are being chosen to do like in the high schools and the colleges. I think people are really doing great stuff down there, and it's changed a lot. So that the sort of the playing field.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're doing a lot of stuff right now.
I'm staying busy.
Yeah, you're staying busy. So, are there any trials that happen with being an actor of color?
Are there any what?
Like any trials? Like, is there anything that pops up from every now and then that you're like, oh my God, you have to put people in check? Or do you feel like it's more of an even playing field?
I feel like I've gotten to play characters that are three-dimensional and for like sort of like their inner core, and that's not often the case for a lot of us. There's so many roles out there that are really, you have to take the work when you get it. I believe so. I don't begrudge people for but for taking any actor, you got to work. So, but it's so much better when you're working on stuff that you really believe in, and telling stories that you believe in, and portraying characters that excite you and make you learn a little bit about yourself or about the world. And I think I've gotten to play characters like I was saying that are sort of really interesting, and I think like the work just keeps leading to like the quality of the work, and sort of leads to
bigger, better.
Yeah.
I hear that.
I mean, I always said about Looking how that was like a romantic lead, and I didn't.
For those of you who don't know, Looking is a show on HBO, and he's just talking about that. So I feel that you are an artist activist. Are there certain causes or certain movements that you feel very strongly about?
Yeah.
And what are some of them?
I don't know if there's. Right. There's so much to unpack with that kind of question right now in America and what's going on, and there's so many frightening things going on. But I don't know. There's all kinds of causes. There's all, I grew up on like punk rock music, thankfully, and I'm so thankful for its influence in my life. And a lot of like the Washington D.C. hardcore bands like Fugazi and Bad Brains, stuff that was political and sort of made you think and look at the world in a certain way and question the world in many ways. And I grew up on the border. I grew up in a small border town in South Texas. My family's from a town called Reynosa. That's 10 minutes from McAllen. And I'm lucky enough to have citizenship in this country. But I've seen family members and friends who have struggled a lot with those issues. I believe strongly that there's got to be huge immigration reform, and what's going on right now in this country, it's like so divisive, and coming from a first generation family and having had the kind of the privileges that I've had, like being able to go to college, went to school in Boston at 17, and thankfully, from punk rock to the theater. Even in theater, I was always drawn to the work of writers who were speaking about the time. Angels in America was such a formidable play in my youth. That came out when I was in high school, and I remember reading Tanya Sriracha, my friend who I went to high school with. She would get those scripts from TCG, or was it TC? Or I forgot the TDF, or I forgot the organization. We get this. And we get the hardcover scripts of Angels in America. And I'd borrow them from her and read them, and that kind of theater was like it was interesting to me. So yeah, I'm drawn to work that's saying something about the world, and there's all kinds of issues, I guess.
Okay, so there's a huge tractor about to pass by. I don't know why. How you doing?
They're mowing the lawn, man.
So I know that you like to create some of your own work. Are there certain things that inspire you to produce and to write?
No, as far as writing a play, it's usually like one thing will pop. It'll be one impulse or one image or I don't know, person, a situation. It's never like and that's probably why I write so erratically. I don't write consistently. But there's all kinds of things. Location is usually I write a lot about home. I write a lot about Texas, which is weird because I'm kind of approaching. I'm gonna have lived 15 years in New York City. And I was 17 when I left home.
Yeah.
So I've almost lived here as long, and my relationship to home. My dad passed away a couple years ago, and so that's shifted the way that I think about home. And my mom's still down there, and I still have a ton of family down there. But it's different. It's life is funny that way.
Yeah, it's the South.
Yeah.
All right. If there was one thing that you could give to the world that you think would change it, what do you think that would be?
Education.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Come on.
I wish people would educate themselves. Yeah. I wish people could be educated. I wish people who want to be educated, I wish they could be educated. And the people that don't want to be, I wish they would be educated. And
do you literally just mean book smarts, or do you mean period?
Not book. Like, yes, that. Reading books is important, but learning about the world, learning about other cultures, learning about other people, learning about people that are different from you. Whether they're from another place, whether they're disabled, whether
being curious,
just understanding. Curiosity. There's people that are just the idea of being stuck in one place and not only a location.
Yeah.
Like in one place as like a human being and not wanting to grow and develop and understand understand humanity on a deeper level consistently. Like just doesn't make sense. I don't know.
But how are you supposed to know what you're missing out on if you don't know what you're missing out on, right?
For me, I guess that's why doing what we do has been such a blessing, because it's forced me to interact with people, and we're storytellers, so we purposefully investigate.
Yes.
Research. Curiosity, exactly. I tell people my mom always tells the story about she'd find her drawers like revuelto, todo revuelto, like everything turned upside down, and like con manitas que habían esculcado, like I was like going through her drawer, and I was very nosy. Nosy is another. That's another quality too. But curiosity, and I think that's no doubt like part of the reason why I'm a storyteller now. But I think that's for me. But I don't know for everyone else. I mean, like, I guess to uplift the people around you, right, like to try to. I thankfully had friends that question. I surround myself with people that are a lot smarter than me.
Right.
So that helps, because then people call you on your bullshit. That's so important.
Yeah.
But if you only surround yourself with people who just tell you what you want to hear, or you know what I mean, like.
Yeah. Did you like? Did these people who you surround yourself with? Did you make that happen, or did they come into your life and you were lucky enough to have them in your life?
I mean, I don't know. Probably like a mix of both, right? Like, yeah. I can't even. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're there in your life now.
Yeah.
And you're grateful.
And maybe maybe the thing is that I don't like. Maybe I don't discard them. Like I keep, like friends that I've had for
years.
Long. Yeah. I'm still very close to, the people that I'm close,
Yeah.
And I don't know. You just kind of cultivate that.
Community.
That becomes a community, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
You
Well, thank you, Raul. I appreciate you.
You're welcome, Annalisa.
I hope you guys listen and learn something. Please tune in every Monday at 12. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Stop being weird. Blessings, and until next time. The season's about to end, so keep on watching. All right. Thank you, guys. Blessings.